Today, guys, is going to be probably the most brutal trade recap video I've ever done. What happened to me today is completely, it's one of the worst things psychologically that can happen to a trader in a single day. That's why this trade recap's a little bit late, because obviously I just got off the charts, left the charts and did something else, then came back later to record my trades recaps. But yeah, I took two trades today, a break even and a loss. I'm going to jump into these trades. I do not regret the trades. I think they're both great setups to take. But it's an extremely infuriating and frustrating day. Of course, you can feel emotion as a day trader. You just cannot act on it. That is the difference. So let's jump into the analysis from today. So, coming into the day, I was slightly more bearish. I was open to longs and shorts. I was slightly more bearish because we just had this hourly inverse. So I thought, okay, this sell side makes sense to then maybe fuel us back up for our overall high time frame buyers being bullish. So we'd inverse this gap. So I'm thinking now I want to see short positions down to this level of sell side liquidity. So the first thing I'm thinking here is, okay, so this short needs some delivery. So this is my dream scenario coming into the day. I'd want to see price come back up, test this hourly fair value gap resting above, which is almost acting as an inception gap for this inverse. And then we could take a short position down to sell side liquidity. That was my dream scenario today. I was also open to the fact that price could just come down without giving me an entry. And then I'd be happy to long up to this 4-hour high, which is my overall draw, right? So short term, you can see this sell side is my draw. If you zoom right out onto the 4-hour and the daily, we're obviously bullish out of this weekly fair value gap that we tapped into down here. And I want to see prices higher, and I want to see all-time highs in probably the next couple of weeks. So, yeah, short-term bearish, long-term bullish. So I was open to short positions today. If we come into market open here, we did stall around quite a bit off of open. So let's just go into the 5-minute time frame, skip through, and we eventually got that pump up to, yeah, so here was the pump up to this hourly gap. What we also had here was a 30-second fair value gap here. This was a potential trade I alerted on stream. I thought this was okay. I wanted more confirmation personally. And this worked out to the break even. So that was just a break even trade. And then we actually got a remanipulation leg. So we manipulated this high. So we've swept this high that had just tapped into this hourly gap. So I was my bias was judged based on how we reacted after sweeping this high. So below here, we had these combined 1-minute fair value gaps. And we also had a singular 2-minute fair value gap. Now, I wanted to see all time frames inverse. The PA was not great so far this session. I was not 100% confident in a bearish bias. So I wanted to see all time frames inversed first. Simply due to my high time frame bias really being a bit more bullish. I want to see all time frames inversed here. So I was looking at the 1 minute here, which was combining all these gaps to take a short position down to this trend line liquidity here. And also, as you can see resting here, the overall sell side liquidity that is resting below. But mainly this mini trend line liquidity there. So this is the position that I was looking to take. Like I said on stream, I was not interested in this 2-minute. We did get the 2-minute close earlier there, but I didn't like how we just respected the 1 minutes. So I was not interested in taking that. So we then actually came back up. I also said I wasn't interested in taking this small inverse here, because these combined gaps are what's holding price up. So I want to see this broke to then take a short. So if you just look here, we do inverses with very nice momentum. So I entered on this candle close. Right, and that's very important. Look exactly where I entered. Stop loss was at this high right here. We shouldn't come back above this high. And then my target was simply the trendline liquidity for a 1.56 risk to reward. Break even, of course, being this super obvious intermediate term low. So what happened? Price started dumping. Well, we got this random news spike. I'm not sure what this was, but thankfully it didn't stop me out. And then we got this death candle. So I'm thinking, okay, this is looking good now. And then price did this. This obviously being my stop loss at break even by this point. This wicked me out of the trade at break even. And then this happened. Straight down to TP. So that would have been a full take profit trade. Now, my overall draw here, as I said, especially now when we're coming down with this much momentum, was this sell side liquidity. Obviously, after a trade like this, you've just got to pick yourself up, not let it affect you emotionally. Which at this point it didn't. I was okay with this. It sucks. It's been happening to me a lot recently. Little like literally ticks being the difference. I've had 2 trades this week where I was less than 5 points of take profit that reversed and stopped me out at break even. So it's been a tough week for me mentally anyway. But then we had a potential 5-minute forming here. So if we actually play a price, we put in this 5-minute. Now, if you haven't seen my 3-step continuation model video, then this is absolutely textbook for it. We're heading towards our draw on liquidity. We fail to hit the draw on liquidity, as you can see right here. And then we leave a 5 or a 15-minute fair value gap behind for price to reverse, tap into, and then deliver us down to our draw on liquidity. So that is exactly what I was looking for here. And if we look on the 1 minute here, we've got the 5-minute gap marked out. We got something super textbook here, as you can see. We chop around a little bit, engineer some liquidity, and then we come up. We leave behind this 1 minute and also an obvious 30-second. Now, what did we also deliver from in this trade? If you actually just mark out from the swing high of this leg to the swing low of this leg, we've delivered perfectly from the 50% of this leg. So that is another added confluence to the trade, because price typically likes to react off of 50% levels. So I was looking at the short position, entering here. Stop loss can be at the high, because obviously when you're delivering out of a fair value gap, we should not return back to that high. And then take profit at the lows for a 1.6 risk to reward. As you can see, we death candled this. We got a really good close, really strong momentum close. My break even was actually here because this was a really obvious low on the 30-second time frame. And as you can see, if we play this out, basically not running in profit whatsoever, and then it gets stopped out. Probably because the higher time frame is bullish, but I would have expected at least NQ or ES to run this level of sell side. So I think this trade here was a really high probability, really good continuation loss. It's very unfortunate because obviously if you take a win on this trade, you're done for the day, right? You're done for the day and you would never take this anyway. But still, this trade in itself is definitely a high win rate play, a high probability continuation short. Unfortunately today it's not played out. It just absolutely stings the fact that we got top ticked at break even before running to a 1.6R. And then this trade ends up losing straight afterwards. But the draw on liquidity, I got right today. Somehow we've not actually hit this sell side, but you could have caught shorts in this session. I know people on my live stream did actually catch these shorts without getting stopped at break even. So good job to them people, and we're probably done before this even presented itself. And in terms of the rest of the day, it was just very choppy conditions, especially after this setup fails. You don't really want to take anything else, and then yeah, we just chopped sideways, came close to draw again, and then continued up. So that was my day's worth of trading. Very, very tough mentally today to take. The break even I was okay with, and then after I took that loss, it was very, very frustrating because very high probability trade still. But that's what happens. Sometimes later on in the session, high probability trades just don't hit. And of course, high probability trades are never guaranteed to hit. We're trading probabilities. Every outcome is uncertain. So hopefully you guys got a little bit more fortunate with maybe your fill or something on this trade. I know a couple of people took the 2 minute. I personally didn't like the 2 minute here. I didn't think there was enough confirmation for this. That's my opinion. That was my discretion. In my VIP, I have a video about which time frame inverse to take. So I know if you had the conviction, you would have took the 2 minute here. So good job for that. But yeah, that is my day. Loss on the day. I did actually take this small winner yesterday, but my executions was completely messed up. I didn't execute the trade properly, and I never actually made a trade recap on it. So let me just show you guys the trade that I actually took yesterday real quick. It was here. It's in my Discord. If you guys are in my Discord, you will have seen this. But yeah, this was really messy trade for me. I did finish up slightly green, but yeah, this was a mess. Hard stop at the inception gap. The low that tapped into the inception gap, and 1-to-1, and that was basically the trade that I took yesterday with messy executions because of I was on NQ by accident first, had to get out and then get back. It was really messy executions, and I never made a recap on that. But yeah, I'm one win, one loss, and 3 or 4 break-evens this week. It's been absolutely brutal in terms of break-evens this week. Good job if everyone's staying disciplined this week. And yeah, my high time frame draw ended up getting hit as you can see, for some reason without us coming to the sell side first. So yeah, pretty tough day mentally. Very easy day in terms of reading price action, but unfortunately wasn't able to capitalize on it. So let me know in the comments how you all got on today. Make sure to join the Discord. It'll be one of the top links in the description. I'll always answer questions in there. Get back to you guys if you want to DM me and get an instant response, or within the same day response, DM me on Discord. And make sure to sub for more free content, and I'll see all of you guys in the next video.